Klabon, representing IRG Action, the advocacy arm of IRG. I will save you all time by chopping some of my testimony, but I highly encourage you to read it all. The prose is scintillating. So yes, to start, the first page is basically just saying that, yes, I was the only outsider at the standard setting. I may be the only outsider to have actually read the 217-page report that DPI put out, summarizing that process. Senator Jagler, Deputy Superintendent McCarthy, thank you for pointing out that even in a room full of people discussing very nerdy things, I'm still the dork in the room. I'll cry about that in the shower tonight. Thank you. Third page is basically saying, why does this matter? Is this just an intellectual exercise? Besides, and essentially it says, what I believe is the report cards end up overrating the very high-income schools and the very low-income schools. And it's actually that middle class that gets squeezed on the report cards. And so I point out a list of cities here, districts here, some of those in the districts of people present, that I feel aren't getting a fair shake on the current report cards. And that's important because while I'm not suggesting that everybody, when they're picking a school or moving to a place, goes to the DPI website, we do know that districts bring out these report cards to pitch to people that this is the place for you. And when those don't represent accurately kind of the excellence, the hidden excellence that's going on in Wisconsin, places that really need the growth, Wausau, Janesville, Hayward, places like that, we're missing out. So I'll just read the second page to you, which kind of discusses like how we end up with these scores that seem wonky, seem off to people looking at them. So if you want to turn to page page 5. So there are a few key flaws with the state report card. First, there is the on-track category. When DPI gives schools an achievement score, they do not just say proficiency is out of 100, the report cards are out of 100, so your proficiency is your achievement score on the report card. Wisconsin's proficiency is now 52%. That would be low 2 stars. So DPI created an interpretive scale to spread it out. They do not do that for absenteeism or graduation or attendance. So if your school has 84% attendance, or 84% graduation, which is bad, that is still 5 stars on the state report card. Even, as you can see, that's 24 and 25 preliminary data that you're looking at. Even the 30th percentile schools get almost 5 stars. So schools essentially bank extra points in that category that keep them 5, 4, 3 stars overall, even if their other categories underperform. Second, if you want to go to the page 6, there are the target and growth categories. Those, along with achievement this year, as mentioned earlier by DPI, are normed to around 63, which is 3 stars, and it's difficult to score very high or very low. That causes all schools in these categories to converge toward a 3-star rating. And so that's bad news if you're a high-income school looking for 5 stars, which is why you want to rack up points on track. But that is wonderful news if you are a low-income and low-performing school, where getting a 60 instead of a 50 or a 30 or a 0 is a real lifesaver. So high-income schools really love the on-track category. Low-income schools really love target and growth. And then third, there's the growth formula itself. So ideally, it tells you how much a school is adding to the students it serves, whereas achievement tells you that plus the student's background and innate ability. The problem is that the results it puts out are often deranged. It confuses me because the group that calculates the formula is really respected, great stuff. The inputs that they list seem like what someone should do, controlling for demographics in a sophisticated way. But if any of you take the time to look in your region or statewide, but if you look historically at the order and scoring of schools, I see outcomes that are inaccurate, erratic, and unintelligible. And when I talk to school leaders, it is that last bit, legibility, that concerns them the most. We talked about consistency, being able to kind of predict and expect roughly the same results every year. They know what they accomplished in the previous year and can predict most of what their report card will say. But they have no idea why their best and worst years ever got the same 3-star rating, why they broke free from gravity on a 5-star rocket ship 2 years ago, but fell out of orbit to 2 in this one. And when scores seem like roulette rather than the result of effort, schools stop respecting them.